Do you have a small flock of layer chickens? Would you like to make sure you're doing everything possible to help keep them healthy? In fact, have you ever thought, I take my dog or my cat to the vet and they get an entire series of vaccines with 3 to 4 different visits within their first year as a puppy or kitten? Is that something I should be considering for my flock too? Are there ways I could better protect my flock against diseases? The truth is, there are dozens of different vaccines available for layer flocks to protect them against many different diseases. Some of those diseases have no treatment or cure available besides using vaccinations to prevent it from affecting the chicken in the first place. But most of those vaccines have been exclusively available or used only for large-scale flocks, such as the flocks that produce the eggs you get from the grocery store, which are referred to as commercial poultry or commercial layer flocks. However, there have been very few vaccines that have been made readily available to small-scale or backyard layer flocks. Now, there are many different reasons why this is the case. Some of it has to do with information made available to veterinarians related to poultry, because most veterinary schools do not teach a significant amount about poultry, so veterinarians have to explore postdoctorate programs or experience to gain poultry medicine knowledge. Some of it has to do with how poultry vaccines are bottled. For instance, the smallest dose bottles produced are 1,000 dose vials, with some vaccines having the smallest dose vials being 25,000 dose vials for many of the common poultry diseases. There are many other reasons as well, but the question still remains. Is there anything you can do to help protect your flock from health issues?
Well, I'm Dr. Jess Higgins, and I'm here to help. I'm a veterinarian with a specialization in layer chickens. After graduating from vet school, I went on to complete an additional postdoctorate certification program in avian health and medicine.
I worked as a commercial layer and swine vet for a 7-year period where I oversaw the health of millions of layer chickens with flocks that included the ones that you would typically get eggs from the grocery store to some of the niche market egg options from the grocery store focused on antibiotic-free, free-range, organic, or even pasture-raised flocks.
Something that might be shocking to you is that the average commercial layer flock receives at least 15 different vaccinations by the time they are 16 weeks of age. And a lot of those vaccinations are combination vaccines that cover much more than just 15 different diseases. It's a combination for many different diseases. Yet the average backyard flock only receives 1 or often 0 vaccines. It doesn't have to be that way though. So we at the Urbana Veterinary Clinic are here to help. We're offering vaccine clinics for backyard chickens once a month in the spring. So you can have access to the top quality vaccinations for your backyard or small flock as well. It's all based on a first come, first served basis with limited availability. And the vaccine program that helps protect your flocks against the major diseases includes 3 to 4 different vaccination visits, depending on the age of the flock that you have, and each of those are 4 weeks apart. Also, the cost per bird differs depending on the size of the flock, with larger flocks costing less per bird. All appointments must be scheduled ahead of time, with the owner being willing to adhere to all outlined procedures, protocols for the appointment. This is so we can help prevent the risk of any disease spread between different flock appointments, which will include parking in specific spots and not leaving your vehicle until directed by our team. Everyone wants to keep their birds healthy, and no one wants to risk accidentally spreading something to another flock. So call our clinic, or even better yet, text our clinic at 937-653-7326 to make your flock appointment today. We're looking forward to helping you set your flock up for success.